Hey, how's everybody doing out there? Tonight it's the New York Islanders against a hated Toronto Maple Leafs. And welcome to Canadian Islander fan. My name's Terry. Things are starting to wind down on this horrible season for us. It's just been an awful year, losing three Islander greats, and we don't have to talk about it. We know what happened to the Islanders this year. We like to be in a business where you don't make excuses and stuff like that. But let's be honest, we have an excuse. We really do. And it sucks, but that's just the way it is. And so let's try to at least take it home the best possible way that we can. This is our first chance to be eliminated from the playoffs today. And I say our first chance to be eliminated because I refuse to be eliminated today by the Toronto Maple Leafs. So it looks like Ilya is going again. Varley is still down with his stomach flu, so I guess he can't keep any food down or anything. So we're going with Mr. Sorokin again, which is fine with me in my fantasy league. He's just absolutely turned everything around for me. So yeah, looking forward to that. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I saw it a little bit earlier on Twitter that Austin Matthews wouldn't be playing tonight. Not that it matters, because in the previous two games, Matthews had no points against us anyway. And both of those games, they caught the Islanders on back-to-backs. So Austin should have feasted on us, especially one of those games when we had an AHL team out on the ice with 10 AHL players. I think Scott Mayfield was the only NHL defenseman in that Toronto game. So no excuses for the Leafs, that's for sure. So anyway, want to take this game. Let's take it to them. Don't let Tavares be the one to take us out of the playoffs. So let's extend this another day. Let's go Islanders, and I'll see you between the first and second period. After one period of play, the New York Islanders and the Toronto Maple Leafs are tied 1-1 after one period. So actually, it was a really good period for the Islanders. I thought the Islanders were the better team, and it's amazing what a different team Toronto looks like without Matthews in the lineup. They still got some strong pieces there, but without Matthews, they're just not the same team. And I think I'll be really disappointed if we don't win this game, because we took it to them in the first, and I don't see any reason why not to take it to them more. So the guys look to be giving a good effort tonight. They look a lot more rested than they did in Montreal when they came out in the first period. So that was nice to see. And we opened the scoring with Bo finally getting off the schneid after 9 games. And on TV, you could see that play open so up. And I was thinking to myself, man, Bo, you have half the net to shoot at. You cannot not score here. And he pinged her off the post. But yeah, it was a beauty shot. Yeah, nice goal by Bo, and there was some nice forechecking in there by Palms as well, and Pulock picking up an assist as well. So yeah, we started out well, got the 1-0 lead. Ilya was looking good. He compared to what he's been facing the last few games, this is almost like taking a nap in the first period against the Leafs with only 9 shots. So but anyway, they did tie it up when Mitch Marner scored Giordano and Bunting assistant on that one to tie it up at 1-1. But overall, you have to be really happy with the Islanders. Some of the defense, I wasn't too pleased with some of our gap control that we had, and I thought could have been a little bit better on some of the things. Some guys are having a rough game out there. We'll talk about that at the end of the game. But overall, I think we look pretty good. Just keep playing like this, and I think we'll take it to Toronto. And we'll win this one. So, yeah, pretty happy with the first period. Leafs won, Islanders won. See you between the second and third. After 2 periods of play, the Leafs lead the Islanders 3-2 in a much worse period than the first for the Islanders. They had a great first period, and second, not so much. Yeah, I don't know. I had to laugh though. I thought it was pretty funny. Was there ever a more appropriate Josh Bailey goal ever scored? I mean, what the golden boy? I mean, everything. It just goes. He doesn't even have to put it in the net, and he gets a goal for it. He's just that good. It's just kind of blew my mind just a little bit there, and yeah, and then we got Casey, I don't know what the deal with Casey is and the penalties in this last half of the season, but what is he at? Like 38, 40 penalty minutes now? And it is not good, not good for sure. We can't have our fourth line hurting us like that. We need our fourth line helping us. And that's the way it's always been. And if the fourth line's going to hurt us, then we're in trouble. So Casey really needs to change things around for sure. I kind of think that Ilya is looking a little bit tired out there too. He's still playing a really good game, and it's still active and looks fresh and stuff like that. I didn't think he was quite as sharp as he was. That's for sure. So we don't want to lose this game, so we need to pick it up in the third period and win this game here. And you gotta. All you pretty much got to do now is shut down the Marner Tavares line and score a goal. Two goals. Let's not even go to overtime. Let's just take it there. Okay. All right. So we'll see you guys after the game. Hopefully we are celebrating or going to overtime. The New York Islanders fall to the Toronto Maple Leafs 4-2 in a disappointing game for Islander fans. But man, the Isles they gave it a good push in the third. So many opportunities there to put it away. But man, you can really see our boys are tired. This has been a tough season on them for sure. So I'm not too upset about it. And I know we've been eliminated from the playoffs, and I'm not too upset about that either because I came to terms with that 3 months ago. So I'm not overly upset. Who cares if it was the Leafs that did a big deal? It was going to happen anyway. So I was really proud of our effort tonight. Put on a good push, and this game for me was just uber exciting. I'm in a battle right now in fantasy hockey in the semifinals. It ends tonight, and man, I have in this game I had going. I had Pollock, Barzell, Lee, Giordano, Riley versus Marner, and I think that was it against Marner, and I was basically tied, and I needed somehow some way to get a point more than Marner to do it, but there's still Bjorkstrand in the third period left to play. That's my opposition seems either that or the Courtney Islanders will be moving on to play for the Bremen Cup. But you guys don't care about that. So let's talk about the Islanders. But yeah, so for me, it was a thrilling game. Let's just talk about the players. Yeah, we'll go straight to it. Zach Parise, just another typical game here. Just give me a second here. I got to mute something. All right, I'm going to try that again. So let's talk about Zach Parise. Zach Parise, I thought had a really good game once again. He was out there pushing hard as he always does, playing his typical Zach Parise game. So I was pretty happy with Zach tonight. And Josh Bailey, well, he scored. So there's that. And we all know how he scored, but doesn't matter. I guess yeah. It's just too funny. It's too funny to talk about. I thought Bars had a good game too, but I was really hoping to get some production out of Bars tonight, and that didn't happen. It seemed like him and Tavares were having a pretty good duel all night, and I don't think either one of them came out on top at all, really, in the game. So Matt Martin, he was trying to make things happen out there. Definitely not his worst game, that's for sure. So he was okay. A lot of the Islanders were okay today. We basically played two good periods and one bad period this game. So the majority of the guys played fairly well. I thought now Beauvillier, it was nice to see finally score a goal, and I like the way he moved towards the net and scored that goal. But the inconsistency thing, I'll just keep bringing that up as long as Bo is an Islander, I'm sure, because it's just too disparaging, the time difference between the hot levels and the cold levels. The cold levels are way longer than the hot levels. The hot levels are good, but the cold levels are, whew, they're Arctic bad. So yeah, we need some consistency out of Bo. And even though I see Keeper Bellows, I see his effort out there, and that we need more from Keeper. Playing with Barzal and Friese, you got to be lighting the lamp, and he's not lighting the lamp. So you got to take advantage of the when it's given to you, and right now he's not. So I don't know if that's Friese or Barzal, or if that's Bellows himself. Like I said, I can see Bellows' effort out there, but it's just not good enough right now. Palmieri, I thought, had a really good game. He was showing his grit out there. He was driving for the net all the time. So I thought Palms had a really good game out there. He was involved in a bunch of plays that could have resulted in goals for the Islanders. It just didn't. Anders Lee, also same thing. Really engaged tonight. Much better than in Montreal for sure. Anders had a really good game tonight. Actually, he played pretty well for sure. Didn't show up in the score sheet, which I was hoping for my fantasy. So, but hey, as long as I win, I don't care. Brock Nelson, same thing. Thought he was engaged tonight as well, and playing well. And I was talking about him that he hadn't been doing much lately, and even in the 2 games back to back that he got 2 points, and he really didn't do much in. But since then, you can see the old Brock coming back, and he's starting to play really good again. So that's nice. Ross Johnson, man, I was so happy about this. Wade Simmons has been so bad for the Toronto Maple Leafs this year. He's been so bad that he's running around like a chicken with his head cut off, looking for anybody to fight, to prove his worth, to stay with the Leafs, that I've got the grit and all that. However, on the majority of his fights that I've seen him running around doing, the people are either in his class or below his class, and mostly below his class. So he's been coming out of them looking pretty good. Man, did Ross ever pop him one? I'll tell you, that first punch was barely seen on the replay. It was just about a 6-incher, and it went just straight to his face. And then the second one came back and just drilled him. And then the third one on the back of the head, that one had to hurt too. And he got what he deserves. And I was really happy to see Ross take care of business for him. So glad we could help you out there, Wade. Keep your place on the team. So anytime you want to fight Ross, you just, hey, waltz on over, man. Waltz on over. So Ross did what he's supposed to do out there tonight. Well done. Pager, not as noticeable as he has been in the last few games, but overall, Pager's been playing pretty good hockey. And so no complaints about Pager for sure. Casey, man, the penalties. I've talked about this before. No bueno, man. No bueno. Too many penalties. Basically, the power play goal turned the tide of the game. And and it's not the first time Casey's done it. It's definitely not the first time he's been taking a lot of penalties lately, but it's not the first time that we paid for one of Casey's penalties with a goal against. So it's been happening a few times. So don't forget, Casey's one of our killers. Duh. Give your head a shake there, Casey. Stay out of the box, man. Adam Pelech, I can't say enough about the guy. I know I would absolutely hated to play him. I played most of my career on the right wing, a little bit. I like playing center better, but I played I played at the end of my career, like at center, but mostly through my competitive was right wing. And I would have been matched up with Adam Pelech if I ever played against Adam Pelech. And I would have just dreaded that game on the schedule. Every time I looked at it, I go, oh man, I got to play against that guy again. The guy, he's just so amazing defensively. It's just insane how good he really is. Andy Green, he had a rough night, but man, I'd said it in a prior podcasts here that the last half of the season, and he's really been struggling. But then to put him on his opposite side tonight, he continued to struggle. And plus, he had a rough go out there. So always great effort from Andy, but he's looking tired. He's looking tired. He really is. He's one of the guys who's really looking tired. And don't forget, he got about a 6-7 game break there when Barry scratched him for a while to try to re-energize him. So he's looking his age. He's just looking his age. That's all. I thought Ryan Pollock was really good tonight. I thought he was really engaged, really using his body, getting shots off, jumping up in the play, defending well against the Leafs. So yeah, I thought Pollock was great. Dobson, he's had better games, but he also had a pretty good game as well. So nothing spectacular, but definitely solid, getting the puck out of the end, carrying the puck. He's a big part of our team when we're going. Aho, he didn't do too bad tonight, but he's going to do well against a team like the Leafs that doesn't really hit. That gives him a chance to do his dipsy doodle stuff. And like, to be honest, Aho would fit in with the Leafs. He would. He really would. He'd be a great addition to the Leafs. He'd fit right in there. Not so great defensively and really a dangler. So. But overall, I thought Sebastian had a good game, and Big Z, he was okay tonight. He was okay. I really wanted Big Z to have to play a puck when he got the stick from Parise. It looked like a little, those little floor games you get in your like a little floor hockey stick and that's kind of what it looked like. And so I really wanted to see him play a puck, see if he could bend over that low to get down to the puck. Ilya, he had a good game. I don't blame him for anything. But he looked tired. He looked tired, and that's fair. That's fair. 4 games in 6 days for goaltenders. That doesn't happen very often. He's been our absolute rock. So yeah, got nothing bad to say against Ilya. So there we lie. Islanders are eliminated from the playoffs, so we just get to enjoy things, or should get to enjoy things. I would really like it if Barry would bring up Salo and let Salo play, and I would like it if he just left Wahlstrom and Bellows on the ice. I know, Barry, I see the little things, but you gotta get through it with this guy. You just gotta keep throwing him out there. I mean, every time he does it, you can bark at him, and he'll eventually get it. But let the kids play. We're out. So we're going to have a big reset at the end of this summer, and we're going to come into the season with a whole different attitude and all that kind of stuff. So let the kids play for the last, 8 games, 7 games, 6 games, something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, Islanders fall to the Maple Leafs 4-2. You guys all take her easy out there, and peace out. Yeah.